wrists like broken Saturn rings, jingling each of her movements through the forest. She moves with her walking stick made of bamboo and mahogany and wrapped tight in thin copper, rose quartz, and citrine, so it could be strong and light and absorb power. She takes the lead on our journey and let me cry in her wake. Queenie stops quick and backs me up with her forearm. She looks up and reads the air. She smiles. She points and I see leaves whisper at us, shimmying with breeze and speaking spirit. She looks at me to see if I am reading the signs. I barely able to lift my head, so soaked am I in my own river and ocean. My eyes cloudy, and to be real, I ain't want to see the full story yet. I'm already feeling a change. I've been soaked in the feeling of Spirit's song since we started walking into the bush and up through the hills by Queenie's house. When Spirit speaks to Queenie, she says she sees it first. And it feel like life become a dream and has a whisper of iridescence. Like the world gets soft before I get revelation. For me, it is different. The only way I can say it feels is like a tingle, a feeling, from the earth through water, and I is surrounded in a power that's bigger than me. Queenie can shape her magic like she feels, but I feel like mine shapes me, controls me. I can sometimes feel what anyone else feel, but I never know when or why I have to feel it. I look at her and my body still trembles. She pulls me up in her arm while she holds us steady. She ain't afraid of my bawling, and she kisses me on both my cheeks and forehead, blessing me with my own tears and her Queenie love. She turns forward and keeps walking. My sob follows us and is whisper, then wail. We move into the curve of the hill like we're walking into heaven. Then the path bends down and we are walking easier, and I is feeling it, the pull of our water mother in my skin. I keep crying, following Queenie to the sea. Queenie swing an orange blanket onto the ground. She grabbed dried cocoas, big rocks and shells to secure the blanket into the sand. I is numb and just looking at the ocean and feeling like I is going to fall over. Queenie sit me down and pull out her machete and start busting fresh cocoa she bring. Drink this now. I sure you did dry yourself out with all of that crying and grieving of love, my darling, she say, handing me a cocoa. Your first banker is a heartbreak that feel like a bit of death, yes. It hurt me to see you going through all of this hurt for love, and your mother is totally out of place. She stopped talking before she finished that thought, and she looked like she is hurting too. I know how it does feel, yes. She sucks her teeth, and I find it hard to believe Queenie ever was hurt for love like I is now. We is on sand between edge of water and forest, and she asked for me to pull out my pouch. I hesitate, hoping that I can deny what I already feeling is true by not doing a reading. Still, I pull up my skirt and untie the pouch from my thick and dark brown tie. This is where I hide it from my mother and the world when I is traveling. Queenie asked me to drop my shells. I take them from the pouch and hold them in my hand. I feel the smooth indigo shards until I hear their song in my marrow. When their pitch is ripe, I throw them on the mat of lavender silk, raffia, and leather we use for reading our castings. The shells tumble around and reveal their message. Queenie nods and then looks up at me with her blue-rimmed brown eyes. She smiles, showing her ivory teeth with a gap twice the size of mine. But her eyes are sad. We can both read the confirmation. The pathway is open, and this journey across the